Genetic code. What is genetic code? Normally, in transcription, what we studied, by transcription, there is synthesis of a RNA molecule based on the DNA. This is called what? Transcription. Transcription is a process of preparing RNA molecule based on the DNA molecule. And this RNA molecule in prokaryotes, that is polycystonic, but in eukaryotes it is monocystonic, like that we study. Because in eukaryotes there are introns, but in prokaryotes there are no introns. That we studied already. See, in organisms which have RNA as genetic material, this is what genetic information. Genetic information means that is genome. Heredity information is carried by organisms which have RNA as genetic material. Here, based on the heredity information or genotype information, there is the expression of phenotype information in the form of protein. So the organisms which have RNA as genetic material, they can directly express their character into protein. But organisms which have DNA as genetic material, DNA is the genetic material here, but the phenotypic information is based on the synthesis of protein. So here DNA cannot directly synthesize into protein. So organisms which have DNA as genetic material, they depend on RNA for the expression of the character. In previous class I told you, organisms which have DNA as genetic material, they cannot express their characters directly. So that genotype information, what is present in the DNA, that will be expressed into proteins through RNA molecule. Via RNA molecule, there is expression of a character where proteins are synthesized. This, DNA based RNA synthesis is transcription, and DNA based protein synthesis is called translation. So as both transcription translation combine, we can call them as gene expression. What is gene expression? Genes will express into character. This is gene expression. Okay. Here in previous class we discussed that there is 3 types of RNA molecules are formed: mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. mRNA stands for messenger RNA, which carries message required for translation. tRNA, which is called as a transfer RNA, which carries information which is required for transfer of amino acids, and rRNA is ribosomal RNA, which forms ribosome structure. Ribosome structures are made with rRNA, and tRNA is involving in transfer of amino acids. Messenger RNA carries message required for protein synthesis. Okay, 3 types of RNA molecules are involving. So these 3 types of RNA molecules will involve in translation. Translation means RNA based protein synthesis. But RNA based protein synthesis involves both transcription and translation, which is combinedly called gene expression. Okay, right. For this synthesis of protein, the information what is present in DNA is decoded or transcribed into RNA molecule. Right? What is transcription? The nucleotide sequence which is present in DNA, that will be decoded into RNA nucleotide sequence. Here the template strand which is having 3' to 5' polarity in the direction of RNA synthesis, that template strand will make a RNA molecule. So that RNA molecule has nucleotide sequence. That means RNA nucleotides are complementary to the template DNA. RNA is made from the template. So the newly formed RNA strand will be complementary to the template DNA strand. Right? So that RNA molecule, 3 types of RNA molecules are forming here actually: mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. And the information which is required for protein synthesis. How proteins are made? Proteins are made up of amino acids. Proteins are made up of amino acids. Here DNA and RNA are made up of nucleic acids or nucleotides. DNA is made up of deoxyribonucleotides, RNA is made up of ribonucleotides. As they are made up of nucleotides, their decoding is very easy. We discussed in transcription. Based on the DNA strand, there is synthesis of RNA strand directly. There is no big problem. So that can be processed very easily. But coming to this, RNA has a nucleotide sequence. But these proteins have amino acid sequence. So the information of nucleotides, what is present on RNA, will be decoded into the information of amino acids into a protein. That decoding of RNA or nucleotides into proteins is called a translation. Like nucleotide sequence which is present on RNA will be decoded into amino acid language. Nucleic acid language is nucleotide, that is decoded into protein language which is amino acid, that is taking place. Okay, decoding means, hey, based on that, hey, here nucleotides are there, na? Here proteins are there. Hey, if I give you an English word, then if I ask a meaning in Tamil, what will you say? That is decoding. Okay? Understand? Decoding means one language will be decoded into another language, means meaning. Here language means here nucleotide. Here what is the language? Amino acid language. One language is modified to another language, that's all. That is decoding. Okay? So that's decoding of this RNA or nucleotides into amino acids or proteins, that is taken place with the help of mRNA. So mRNA, what is mRNA? mRNA stands for messenger RNA molecule. mRNA stands for messenger RNA. Okay. So this messenger RNA carries message for translation. For the message required for a translation, that will be carried by mRNA molecule. Okay, here message required for translation. What is the translation? Translation is a process where there is transfer of message, transfer of genetic information from nucleotides, transfer of genetic information from nucleotides to proteins. The genetic information what is present in the form of nucleotides on RNA molecule will be decoded or transferred into protein. Okay, that is this one. But there is no complementarity between nucleic acids or nucleotides or proteins. Here if we compare the DNA, RNA, both are nucleotides. So here DNA as adenine means there is addition of uracil in RNA molecule. Here G is there means to this C will be added. C is there in DNA means G will be added, like that. There is complementarity between RNA and DNA molecule, so that DNA dependent RNA synthesis is easy. But if we see this, there is no complementarity between nucleotides, where the nucleotides are present on RNA, and amino acids. There is no complementarity where the amino acids are present, protein. Normally RNA has nucleotides, proteins have amino acids. Okay, there is no complementarity. If complementarity is there, based on the complementarity rule, there can be synthesis of another complementary chain. But amino acids and nucleic acids are not complementarity. So this change in nucleic acid were responsible for change of amino acids. So here translation means, what is it taking place? in translation is change in nucleic acids were responsible for change in amino acids. Change in nucleic acids is responsible for change of proteins or amino acids. Means one DNA is there, one RNA is there. When this RNA is there, there is a protein. But if we change that DNA or RNA or RNA, if we change one DNA, there is change in a protein. It was proved. For this, enough evidence is there. There is enough evidence that if there is a change in nucleic acid, that will change the amino acids or proteins also. Normally, if DNA is there, DNA is complementary to RNA. Based on the DNA, there is synthesis of RNA. If DNA is changed, RNA will change because there is complementarity between nucleotides. But proteins are not complementary to RNA molecule. But if RNA molecule is changed, then protein is also changing. Protein is also changing. So based on this, this leads to, based on this, proposal of genetic code. Based on this, a genetic code was proposed. Genetic code was proposed, which directs, this genetic code directs the synthesis of peptides or proteins. Synthesis of proteins is guided or directed by the proteins. So, the newly forming proteins which are based on RNA based protein synthesis is there, not translation. During translation, there is synthesis of protein. This RNA based protein synthesis is directed by the genetic code sequences. Okay, this is genetic code sequences. Here, that relationship between nucleic acid and protein is called genetic code. The relationship between DNA or RNA and proteins is called genetic code. The relationship between DNA or RNA and proteins is explained as genetic code. Okay, here this information of genetic code is usually present on mRNA molecule that will be decoded into this protein or amino acid. So, genetic code carried by mRNA molecule. Genetic code is carried by mRNA molecule, and this genetic code will decode amino acids in protein. In newly forming protein, amino acids are made. Amino acids are not made. Amino acids are bound with the help of the information which is present on genetic code to form a new protein. Okay, this protein DNA interactions are discovered. That phenomenon which is discovering of this protein synthesis based on this genetic code sequence is called as the deciphering of genetic code. So this, what genetic code information led to deciphering of genetic code. Deciphering means proposal and discover. Genetic code was deciphered means it was identified and it was proposed and with experimental evidence that is proved. Deciphering of genetic code means finding genetic code and giving some explanations to them and proving that is working as a genetic code, like that. Okay. Then see what are the properties of the genetic code. First, some scientists worked. Deciphering means studies which are made on genetic code, that is deciphering. First, a few scientists worked on this genetic code and they proposed that genetic code is a one nucleotide, many nucleotides, like that they proposed. In lower standards, you might study genetic code is a sequence or combination of three nucleotides. Three nucleotides which are present on mRNA molecule will act as one genetic code. That you might study in lower classes. See here now. Once again explain last point. Genetic information, genetic code gives the relationship between DNA or RNA and protein. The relationship between DNA or RNA or protein is called as genetic code, right? That discovery of this relationship is called as deciphering of genetic code. Deciphering means finding genetic codes or discovering the relationship between DNA or RNA or proteins. That is called as genetic code. Okay. First, few scientists worked on that. George Gamow is a scientist. George Gamow is a scientist. He argued that genetic code is a single nucleotide. One nucleotide will be one genetic code, like that he argued. One nucleotide will be one genetic code. That means one nucleotide will incorporate one amino acid. Like that he argued. Here he argued that not this one. George Gamow. No. He didn't argue that one. Wait 1 second. See here. He argued that single nucleotide is not possible. Not this one. Wait. He argued that as only 4 nucleotides are present in this. 4 nucleotides in RNA or DNA. 4 types of nucleotides means adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. 4 types of nucleotides are present in RNA, but how many amino acids are there in proteins? 20 amino acids in proteins. As there are only 4 types of nucleotides but 20 different proteins in amino acid, that genetic code will be combination of nitrogen bases or combination of nucleotides. Single nucleotide is not a genetic code, he argued. George Gamow is a scientist who argued that as there are only 4 types of nitrogen bases here and 20 amino acids are there in proteins, and the genetic code will be combination of the nucleotides or bases. Why? Because suppose a single nucleotide is base means what are that single nucleotides? Adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. Only 4 amino acids are possible. 4 amino acids only decoded into proteins. That's 4 amino acids are not enough to decode 20 different, 4 nucleotides are not enough to decode 20 different amino acids. Suppose if a single nucleotide is a genetic code, a single nucleotide is a codon or a genetic code. If a single nucleotide is a codon, then 4 types of four types of nucleotides are there, na? That 4 types of nucleotides will be acting as 4 different codons. If a single nucleotide is a codon, then there is possibility of only 4 codons. What are the 4 codons? A is one codon, G is one codon, C is one codon, U is one codon. 4 nucleotides will be working as 4 codons, means then A will decode into 1 amino acid, G will decode 1 amino acid, C codes for 1 amino acid, and U codes for 1 amino acid. Only 4 amino acids are possible in the protein. So this is not possible. If two bases are a codon, if 2 bases are codons means different combination. Different combination means AA, AG, AC, AU. That is one sequence. GA, GG, GC, GU. Like that, 16 combinations are possible. 16 amino acids only possible. That is 16 amino acids are not, 16 amino acids will be coded, they will be decoded. So this 2 bases are in combination means 16 codons are possible. That 16 codons are not enough to decode 20 amino acids. Because the proteins have 20 amino acids, to code for 20 different amino acids, 16 codons are not sufficient. So if 3 bases are a codon, if 3 bases are codon, how many nucleotides are there? 4 types of nucleotides are there. That 4 types of nucleotides in different combinations. Four types of nucleotides in different combinations will form 64 codons. That 64 codons will code are sufficient to code for 20 different amino acids. 64 codons are sufficient to code for 20 different amino acids. That means 4 power 3. AAA is one codon, AAG is one codon, AAC is one codon, AAU. Like that, GGG, GGA, GGC, GCC, GCA. Like that, different combinations we can write. That different combination, if 4 types of nucleotides are there, then 64 different sequences or 64 different codons are possible. That 64 different codons are enough to code for 20 different amino acids in protein. Like that, it was studied. Then some other scientists worked on this genetic code deciphering. To decipher genetic code, some other scientists also worked, and they proved that genetic code is a triplet codon, and each and every codon function they identified. Each and every codon function, which codon is coding for which amino acid, like that they identified. Okay, here among them, first scientist H.G. Khorana. Hargobind Khorana is Indian scientist who got Nobel Prize for the discovery of this genetic code. He got Nobel Prize for the working on genetic code. He developed, what he did, he developed chemical method of nucleotide synthesis. Chemical method of nucleotide addition. Normally how nucleotides will be added? If DNA is there, nucleotides will be added with the help of DNA polymerase only inside a cell. If RNA is there, then RNA nucleotides will be added with the help of RNA polymerase. But Hargobind Khorana developed a method of nucleotide synthesis in different combination, in different combinations. That means he can made homopolymers. Homopolymers means all nucleotides with uracil. That means 5' to 3' end of this RNA, U, one homopolymer. G, all gone in a RNA molecule. That is homopolymer. And heteropolymers also he was able to make. He developed a method of this proportion, which is chemical method. He proposed or developed a method of chemical synthesis or chemical method for the addition of nucleotides inside the laboratory without DNA polymerase enzyme. And another scientist named Marshall Nirenberg, Marshall. Marshall Nirenberg is a scientist. He developed another method which is helpful for the discovery of genetic code, a method of cell-free synthesis of protein. Normally, how proteins will form? Proteins will be made by translation inside the cell with the help of ribosomes and all three different types of amino acids. All three different types of amino acids will be added together based on the RNA molecules inside the ribosome. So ribosomal machinery is responsible for synthesis of protein. In cell chapter, you studied ribosomes are protein synthesizing machineries. They are called as protein factories. Ribosomes are called protein factories. Okay. Here cell-free synthesis means inside the laboratory, based on the RNA molecule, we can able to synthesize a protein without ribosome. Cell-free synthesis means without cell, he was able to produce a protein based on RNA molecule. He developed. So when these developed, both are developed, it helped to work on the genetic code. Deciphering of genetic code became more easy by this. And another scientist named Severo Ochoa, O-C-H-O-A. Severo Ochoa is a scientist. He discovered an enzyme, polynucleotide phosphorylase. Discovered an enzyme called polynucleotide phosphorylase. Polynucleotide phosphorylase means to the existing DNA or RNA molecule, a nucleotide chain is there. Now, to that nucleotide chain, we can add a phosphate group for study. Like that, he developed. Okay. When this polynucleotide phosphorylase is helpful, phosphorylase means phosphate group, phosphodiester bonds are formed. It is helpful to polymerize RNA with defined sequences. What is this help means? It helps synthesizing or forming, polymerizing RNA in different sequences without DNA templates. Normally for the synthesis of RNA there is a need of templates, but here without the template molecule, an RNA molecule is able to form by the action of an enzyme called as a polynucleotide phosphorylase, which is discovered by Ochoa enzyme. That means this is enzyme which synthesizes RNA without DNA. I mean DNA independent. DNA independent RNA synthase. This enzyme can make an RNA molecule without DNA. Without DNA means in different combinations we can construct a new. So by all these methods, here all 64 possible codons can be represented through genetic code dictionary. All 64 possible sequences are studied and a genetic code dictionary was proposed. A genetic code dictionary is proposed. That genetic code dictionary describes the combination of different nucleotides and how that combination of different nucleotides will give different amino acids. Okay, note down this. Then I will explain this genetic code dictionary. Focus more when I am teaching this genetic code. When I start with this genetic code dictionary, you should concentrate more on genetic code dictionary. Otherwise, it will be confusing. Explain before last point. This one. Hey, he discovered an enzyme called polynucleotide phosphorylase. What is phosphorylase? It can form phosphate group. So many nucleotide chains are there, means that the chains can be added in different combinations. So that polynucleotide phosphorylase enzyme means this can form phosphate bonds like phosphodiester bond. As the bonding is possible with the help of this polynucleotide phosphorylase enzyme, different combination of nucleotides we can combine together. We can combine different sequences of nucleotides to form different RNA molecules. Different RNA molecules are possible with the help of this polynucleotide phosphorylase. As different types of RNA sequences are possible, we can combine them in different combinations. That different combinations will give total 64. I told you how 4 types of nucleotides are there and 3 nucleotides are in one codon, means that will give 64 codons. That 64 codons possibility can be formed here. Okay, right. See now, first listen how to write genetic code dictionary. This genetic code dictionary is very important and many students will make mistakes on this genetic code dictionary. You have to keep this genetic code dictionary in your mind whenever you are there. How to write a genetic code dictionary means, normally genetic code has 3 nucleotides. 3 nucleotides. Listen. That 3 different nucleotides we can write in different combinations. First codon should be written here. First base or first nucleotide should be written here. Suppose I take a sequence U, C, A, G. Don't write now. When I complete, then you can write. First nucleotide, first base of a codon should be written here. And second base should be written here. U, C, A, G. Second base. And third base should be written here. U, C, A, G. U, Now you can write a different combination. Suppose if I take here, what is the first nucleotide here? Tell me. For this box, what is the first nucleotide? Yeah, someone is saying direct answer. First nucleotide is C. Second nucleotide, A. Third nucleotide, U. You can write. You are saying CAU, C, A, C. Right? C, A, C, A, G. Okay? This is one sequence. Similarly here, UUU, UUC, UUA, UUG, UCU, UCC, UCA, UCG. Right? Here, UAU, UAC, UAA, UAG. UGU, UGC, UGA, UGG. Here, CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG. AUU, copy this fully. You can write AUC, AUA, AUG. GUU, GUC, GUA, GUG. CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG. AUU, AUC, AUA, AUG. GUU, GUC, GUA, GUG. Here, AAU, AAC, AAA, AAG, not A, G, GAU, GAC, GAA, GAG. Finally, CGU, CGC, CGA, CGG. And AGU, AGC, AGA, AGG, GG, GGU, GGC, GGA, GGG. 64 different combinations are possible. This is genetic code dictionary. Up to this you can remember very easily. If I ask a kid also, our kids are there na, small kids. Our kid means not a G1 kid, not that kid. Even 9th standard, 10th standard students, if I ask them, if we give them, they will write a different combination. That is okay. But next thing is there. This 2 will code for phenylalanine. These 2 code for leucine. These 4 codons will code for leucine. 3 will code for isoleucine. This is coding for methionine. And these 4 codons will code for valine. Here 4 codons are coding for serine. 4 codons are coding for proline. These 4 codons are coding for another amino acid, threonine. These 4 codons are coding for alanine amino acid. Coming to here, these 2 are coding for tyrosine. This is a stop codon. This is stop codon. and these two code for histidine, and these two code for glutamine, and these two code for asparagine, these two code for lysine, and two for aspartic acid, two for glutamic acid, and two are coding for cysteine, one for tryptophan, UAA, UAG, sorry, this is tryptophan, this is stop codon, this is tryptophan codon, and four arginine, two serine, two arginine, only one amino acid is left, that is glycine. This 64 codons, which is coding for which amino acid, you need to remember. You need to memorize, because questions will come on this. How to remember this? This is only me, sir. Note down all this amino acids. Among them, 3 codons are important. 4 codons are important. That I will write here. This methionine is there, na? AUG is coding for an amino acid methionine. That methionine is a start codon, and with a red pen I am writing stop. 3 codons are stop codons. Second base 2, 3, 4 columns, entire position C only, sir. Yes, yes. See here. First is changing. Second is common, because the first is changing. If you move in this direction, first nucleotide is UUU, second nucleotide is common, third nucleotide is changing according to this. If you move in this direction, U, first nucleotide will be common. C, A, G, like that. Proline row order is wrong, huh? Yeah, sorry. CU I wrote, yes. CCU. What happened? What is this? CCU, CCC, CCA, CCG. Yeah. Below 2 also, all will be same. ACU, ACC, ACA, ACG, GU, GC. That's why I changed here. Instead of C, I wrote U. Then based on that, I continued same. So mistake came. Yeah. Many members wrote CC wrong. Yeah. Proline order row. first column, second column are same. Yeah. You need break, huh? Only one girl is asking break. Kindly write. Kindly write the full forms down. No, all 20 different amino acid classification we already wrote. Why methionine and stop codons means methionine is a start codon. Start, that's why I showed in green. Green means start. Okay. This one stop means red signal. Here red signal. Red signal means stop or termination. Green means start. Start codon. After this I will explain. Okay. Then take a 15 minutes break. 15 minutes enough, right?